I focused on Objective 6.1 from Chapter 6. So first, Piaget has 7 principles, and the first is that children are energetic learners. They want to learn and explore new things, and that may help them with new things that they see, and they spend a lot of time doing what they're really interested in. And so, like in this picture, this child is really excited about going up and down a hill and being able to go fast when they're going down. Children organize what they learn into cohesive understandings. They learn new things based off of prior knowledge, and then they can keep building off of that to build new skills. This helps explain schemes or thought patterns that children have to help them organize their knowledge. An example is being able to distinguish between fish and other animals. Children adapt to new information. When they learn about something new, sometimes they try to organize it with other knowledge, and they may learn that they need to create a new category for that. An example is knowing that a bug is not a fish, even though it may be swimming in the water. They can identify other characteristics of fish and realize that the bug does not have those same characteristics. The process of equilibration generates increasingly advanced thinking. So there are times when children's schemes need to be reorganized so that they can be in equilibrium. Equilibration means going back and forth between equilibrium and disequilibrium. So like when kids are young, before they know the alphabet, and by the time they know it and can write their name and all of the letters, that shows equilibration. Interaction in the physical environment drives cognitive development. By touching things around them, kids begin to learn and explore. Piaget thought that if kids would ask themselves questions, it would also help them learn more. An example is if a child is playing with Legos, they might ask themselves if they would stick together if they put them just on top of each other instead of connecting pieces together. Interaction with other people is also crucial. Learning about other children's experiences and perspectives helps them to learn more. Kids may have different opinions or think that they are right and others are wrong. Seeing another viewpoint may help them see an accurate world. An example is that 2 kids may have an argument about how or why it is snowing outside. Piaget's final principle is that children think in qualitatively distinct ways at different age levels. At different ages, kids are able to do more things. Example is that a baby may think that their pacifier has disappeared if they can't see it right in front of them. But a little bit of an older toddler would know that it still exists, but they would just have to find it. Now moving on to the 4 stages of cognitive development. The first is sensory motor, which starts right away at birth and goes till about age 2. Some of the things that go on here are that babies can make goals for themselves, such as grabbing maybe a toy that's a little bit out of reach. And also, they are just learning object permanence, so they're realizing that just because they can't see something, it is still there. The next stage is the preoperational stage, which starts at about age 2. And so these toddlers are getting a much higher vocabulary. They're putting things into categories, such as this picture that has shapes sorted into colors. And they are also becoming very egotistical and think about themselves, and they just think everything is theirs. The concrete operational stage, which is around ages 6 and 7, kids start hearing other people's viewpoints and start noticing, and they realize that their ideas are different from others, and so they start reflecting. And they can also sort 2 categories simultaneously, like color and shape. Finally, we have formal operational, which is around the ages 11 and 12, and can go throughout the rest of their lives. And they can start thinking about abstract concepts such as math skills, so they can start understanding negative numbers and infinity. We use most of Piaget's ideas today in child development, but there are some things that we have found to be a little different than what he had originally discovered because of the resources that were available at that time compared to now. His stages should not be taken too seriously because when it comes to the exact age, every child is going to be a little bit different, so he thought that the stages were universal. The biggest implication for fostering this learning is just to let children experiment, explore, and play. They will learn this stuff on their own, but also you can scaffold them into learning other things. But also this picture shows some specifics on what a teacher can do to help their students learn.